Mrs. Lemu is a hard-working woman, a goal-getter, a boss lady.
Ooh, I like that word.
Yes, so I learned from her to be a role model to my children, to be a good mother to my children, because she was a good mother to her own children. In your account, and you don't need to get scared of anything. So start investment early. It's very important to invest.
Let's talk and talk with Aisha Melanin. I say let's talk and talk on Aisha Melanin YouTube podcast. You wanna learn something, let's talk. You wanna get something, let's talk. You wanna say something, let's talk. You wanna be someone, let's talk.
Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Talk Motivational Podcast with me, your host Aisha aka Aisha Melanin, where we dive in to learn, inspire, and find ways in order to help you become the best version of yourself that you are. And just like any other episode, we're here with a special guest. Today, I have the absolute honor to be sitting down here with an extraordinary person who has embodied strength, resilience, and ambition. She is a mother of 7, a successful entrepreneur, and has inspired so many people. For 19 years, this person has navigated the challenges of single motherhood while building and thriving a career, proving that nothing is impossible with strength and determination and faith. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show my aunt, who, fun fact, I was named after, Mrs. Aisha Lemu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my namesake.
Well, in this episode, we'll be diving into the struggles and joys of motherhood, the hustle of entrepreneurship, and what keeps her motivated through it all. Now, from the powerful life lessons and heartwarming stories, we are going to hear it from the true source of a powerhouse. So guys, sit down, relax, and get ready to be inspired by my aunt. Before we get started, don't forget to click on that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on your post notification bells so that you can get notified whenever I post a brand new video. Without wasting any more time, let's get to know you. So, before every episode, I have this tradition that I do, which is we read a quote, and I call the session Quote of the Day. So if you do the honors of selecting a paper. Okay.
I should read it?
Yes.
Success doesn't just find you. You have to go out and get it.
That is very true. Yes. Which kind of resonates with our topic for today. So my very first question for you is, in your own words, who is Mrs. Lemu?
Mrs. Lemu is a hard-working woman, a goal-getter, and I believe that there is nothing you want that you cannot get. That is who I am. A boss lady.
Oh, I like that word. So, how do you think your closest friends and people around you would describe you as a person?
Yeah, some people call me boss lady. Some call me Hitler. I don't know why. Some call me Margaret Thatcher. And some call me the boss lady.
Because you are the boss lady. What's a fun fact about you that people don't know?
The fun part is that I'm a very likable person. I love helping people. I love helping the underprivileged. I don't have to come out and say it, but when I see people that are in need, I feel this urge to help. I really feel I can help the whole world if I can. That is it.
And that is a great way, that is what Allah likes. He likes people who like to give, and with that, your source of income will have so much barakah. So now let's dive into your career and entrepreneurship. You've been involved with so many ventures. What sparked your entrepreneurial journey?
Like I said earlier, I said I'm a goal-getter. So some of the things that sparked my entrepreneurship is people believing that there is a barrier for women in certain businesses. Like recently now, though I have been into oil and gas, but oil and gas services, but now I'm going into upstream, midstream, downstream, and you find few women in that sector, and I want to believe that I'm going to succeed. Apart from that, inshallah, I'm into aviation. I have a partner recently, last year, we started, he puts me in his aviation business, and we are into aviation as well. Apart from that, I'm into NGOs. There is this Indian lady I met last year. She said she calls me all and all, because when she asks, what actually do you do? I told her I do everything, and that's the truth. I'm into NGO. I'm the Deputy National Coordinator of Retired Army Officers' Wives Association. I'm a Board of Trustee member of Military Widows Association of Nigeria, and Director of Programs and Events of Police Community Relation Committee, FCT Command. So many others like that that I belong to.
So yeah, basically the definition of all in one.
All in one, yes.
All in one.
Yes.
Yes, I like that because it keeps you versatile. You have so many options, and you
exactly.
and this, guys, I hope this inspires you for those who are struggling, for those who are coming up trying to find that path. Make sure that you do it, because she's a living example. She did it and she's doing it, and this is something that should inspire many more women, and I hope that it does inspire you guys. So, how do you stay creative and motivated across different industries?
How I stay motivated is when I see new things. I like seeing people succeed. When I see success in women, I want to achieve the same. So that's how I get motivated, and I'm like, if that person can do it, I can do it as well. And I keep pushing. Yes.
Well said. So what's one business lesson you've learned the hard way?
I've learned, like I have a company that has been incorporated since year 2000, and I have an NGO that was incorporated as well, but because of certain other businesses I do, I neglected my own company, the one that was founded by me. So I learned a lesson that if you have your own company, not that you should not join others, it's good, but you should focus on yours as well and let it grow. That's it.
Okay. So who or what inspires you to keep pushing forward in your career?
What inspires me is my late husband. He believed in me. He allowed me to do my business. So whenever I remember him, I'm inspired.
So, may Allah may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
May Allah make sure that he's among those who ripped us, how do I, what was the word?
Jannah, right?
Yeah, who live in Jannah. So
Amen.
let's move on to the next, our next sector, motherhood and parenting. How did motherhood shape who you are today?
I believe that the best thing that has happened to me is having my children, and that's the truth. Because I learned a lot. I learned from them as well. It makes me very, very happy, because without them, I don't know where I would have been. So I believe that Allah knew I was going to lose my husband early. So he gave me 7 beautiful children, 5 sons and 2 beautiful daughters. So it's the best thing that has happened to me, and I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless every mother, every woman with the fruit of the womb, because if you don't have them, you will not understand. Though there are people that adopt, so it's still the same thing, it's still the same feeling, because when you adopt a child, you take that child like yours, so you still have the feelings. So I still encourage people too that if you don't have, You can adopt. If you don't want to go out to orphanages and adopt, you can adopt from your family. I'm sure everybody within his family will have somebody that maybe is not up to who he is and he can bring him up. So that one too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as parenting.
And there's great reward that comes with it too.
So,
because the Prophet ﷺ says, whoever takes care of an orphan, whether his own close relative or someone else, me and him will be like this on the day of judgment. And then he used these two fingers to indicate. So you see.
So it's the same thing. Parenting is the best thing that has happened to me in my life. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
What's the most surprising lesson you've learned from raising 7 children?
The most surprising lesson is me realizing that when your children grow up, they get married, you cannot see them the way you see them again, and you cannot influence them the way you influence them before, and that's the truth, because you have to allow them grow too. They have their own families. Yes, you have a say, but not like when they were your little children that you can say, do this and they go this way, do that, they go that way. But that's just the surprising thing. So I'm telling you out there, mothers, know that once that your little child that you love so much, once he gets another person that is his wife, know that, well, you are second fiddle.
So how do you handle the pressure of being both a mother and a role model for your kids?
Well, Alhamdulillah, Allah has given me the strength to do that, and I'm trying. And I learned that from my late mother. She was a fantastic mother that every human being would love to know and love to have. I tell people, I say my mother is the best of the mothers. Yes, so I learned from her to be a role model to my children, to be a good mother to my children, because she was a good mother to her own children.
She must definitely have been, because seeing how you guys, both you and my mom raising us, I know definitely you guys learned from the very best. So what advice would you like to give mothers who feel overwhelmed by parenting?
Take it one step at a time. Do what you feel you can. Don't neglect your children and do not neglect your job. Try and balance the two so that one does not suffer because of the other.
So how do you instill confidence and independence in children?
You allow them to do, you give them advice, and when they want to do certain things and you know it's right, allow them to do it. Because if you say, no, don't do it, it's not right. Tomorrow, they might want to do something and that thing is good for them, but because they are scared, they don't know how the world will take it, because you are the one that should instill that confidence in them. So whenever they want to do anything, tell them to do it. When they lose, tell them that it's not the end. Losing does not mean that you are not going to be successful. You keep trying and trying and trying, and at the end of it all, if you look at the best people that have succeeded in the whole world, you know that some of them have tried so many things. Even the airplane that we enter now, somebody started it and it failed severally before it now became what it is. So you not being successful the first time does not mean that you cannot be successful in your life. No, you keep trying, you keep pushing, you keep trying, you keep pushing until you succeed. So don't ever give up on your dream.
Okay, so when you mothers and upcoming mothers, I hope you heard. Inspirational section. So I want to move on to our inspiration and motivational questions. What was the defining moment in your life that changed your whole entire perspective about it?
The death of my husband. It made me to be stronger. When he died, I was devastated. I wondered how I can take care of 7 kids. But I now remembered that Allah says He can never give you any burden that you cannot carry. So I believed, well, Allah knew that this will come and that I am able to do that. And I made up my mind that, inshallah, I will carry this burden by the special grace of Allah. Inshallah. So I always tell him, you said you cannot give me any burden I cannot carry. So definitely I cannot do it alone without you.
Yeah.
So, and whenever I visit anybody that loses a husband or the loved one, I will tell them that, you know what, hold on to Allah, not any human being. Hold on to Allah, because He is the only one that can help you, and that's it.
So how do you bounce back when things don't go as planned?
By praying to Allah, by fasting, by waking up in the night to talk to Allah, because He said He is closer to us than our vein, than the veins. So if He's closer to me, it means He is with me always. So when I talk to Him in the night, He will hear me. So that is it. That's just what I do. Whenever I'm down, my mat, I say my dua and I pray and tell Him, and before you know it.
Because that's life. Nothing is always going to go as
No,
planned.
no, not at all. Allah has already promised that He was going to try us, and He's going to try the people that He loved most. So if He's going to try the people that He loved most, then who am I? He tried the prophets and they succeeded. So who am I for Him not to try?
Exactly.
I just pray that whatever trials He gives to me, may I pass that trial. And that's my prayer every day.
So, what's a mantra or philosophy that gets you through difficult times?
Hold on to Allah.
Same, yes.
Hold on to Allah. That's it. Hold on to Allah.
Because He will always be your savior.
Yes, that's it.
So, if someone listening feels stuck, what would you tell them right now to reignite their passion or hope?
Hold on to Allah.
Again, the same
That's
message.
it. Yes, the same message.
It
Hold
always
on
comes back to that.
Allah. Because I keep telling people, when things happen, I'm like, can you change it? If you cannot change it, then go to the changer. And that is Allah. He's the only one that can change your situation. Nobody else but Him. So go to Him. Hold on to Him. Pray and try and do what you are supposed to do. That's it. You don't sit down and say, oh my God, I have prayed and prayed. And no. You have to pray and then work hard. Like you are looking for a job, you don't sit at home and say, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
And then you are not applying for jobs. You apply and then pray to Allah to choose the best for you, and that's it.
So, what legacy do you want to leave behind for your children and the future generation?
I want to be known for being a very successful person, a God-fearing person, a good mother, a good grandmother, a good sister, and a good neighbor, and a good Muslim. Very important. That's it.
So let's go to our fun questions. If you could go back in time and give your younger self, one piece of advice, what would it be?
What will it be? Start investments early. Start investing for your children. Make sure you open individual accounts for them for their studies, for the rainy day, because nobody knows tomorrow. If you start early, you start saving little by little by little by little. By the time something like what happened to me happened, you already have a lot of money in your account and you don't need to get scared of anything. So start investment early. It's very important to invest. Invest early.
Okay. What's the funniest or most memorable moments that you've had with your children?
The funniest. The most memorable with my children, the most memorable was wedding of my children. That's the most memorable for me.
Okay, if you could have dinner with 3 inspirational figures, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
The first person will be my late mother. You say dead or alive. Then the second person will be Imam Sudais, because I love his recitation. And then Mufti Meg. Yes. Yes, I'm Mufti Meg, yes.
Definitely. So, if you could choose a theme song that can lift up your mood whenever you're down or motivate you, which one would it be?
Is Mohak Zain. I love you so.
I love you so.
Yes, yes. It talks about me knowing who Allah is and how I can run to Him anytime. That's what the song.
Mine is Inshallah.
Oh, okay.
So, what does success mean to you now compared to when you first started?
Success is very good because as a successful person, you can do what you like at your own time. And when people say money is not important, I believe that money is very important, because to take care of yourself alone, to go to the hospital and pay bills, if you don't have, you have to be successful to be able to do all that.
Here's a fun, controversial question. Can money buy love? Because a lot of people say that.
No, money cannot buy love. It can't.
Okay, which one is more important though?
Love is more important than money, definitely.
But someone said to me, without money, there is no love.
That's fake love.
Really?
Yes. That's fake love. Do we see Allah?
We don't.
So how can we love Him? How can we love Him?
You guys are here, right?
Yes, how come we love our Creator without even seeing Him? Does He have money to give to us?
No, we don't. Just for fun, there's another controversial question that people have been going on and on about. Nigerian jollof rice or Ghanaian jollof rice?
Nigerian jollof rice for me, I'm a Nigerian, so Nigerian jollof
you don't have
rice.
To be a
I'm not
Nigerian.
even eating a Ghanaian jollof before.
I've
so
eaten it.
Nigerian
I've eaten
jollof.
it, and me, as a person who has eaten it before, I am telling you, Nigerian jollof rice will be
It's just the best.
Yeah, it is. Nothing can compare to that.
Yes.
So now, my final question: what message do you want to leave for all the listeners today?
I want you to write your goals and think about how you are going to go about it, the steps. Don't forget, I said investment is very important. It doesn't have to be 1 million naira or dollars. It can be 1 naira. You invest every day, you are dropping. I know a lady that was given 10,000 naira, and today she's a billionaire selling beans cake. That's akara. But frying and selling, it got to a stage where she got people with ride. She puts in the ride and they go and sell. So you can start little. Where do you want to be in 10 years by the special grace of God if you are alive? This is where you want to go. Start following it gradually. It doesn't have to be. See, the first house is not necessarily the best house. Somebody can build a house 20 years and then 20 years later you build your own. Your own might even be the best. So don't look at other people and say, after all, this person is my mate, we were born the same day. No, our fingers, see, are not equal.
Yes.
So everybody has what Allah has planned for him. But that does not mean that you will not work hard. You have to work hard to get to that place. It's very important.
Determination.
Every day you wake up, think of, okay, how am I going to achieve my goal? What do I want to become in future? I want to be a doctor. What are the processes of becoming a doctor? You must go to school, you must read well, you must pass the subject, you must know the subjects that will lead you to that. I want to be an accountant. What are the subjects that I must pass? I want to be an entrepreneur. what area of entrepreneurship do I want to go into? Is it farming? What does it take to become a farmer? Is it oil and gas? What does it take for me to be in the oil and gas sector? That's what we are talking about. And then you follow it gradually, step by step, and you will get there, inshallah.
Inshallah. Wow, wow, wow. That has been such an incredible conversation. Mrs. Lemu, my aunt, has shared so many words of wisdom about motherhood, business, and how to overall stay motivated despite the ups and downs and challenges that life brings us. Her journey definitely reminds us that strength and success were born from resilience, love, and faith. So always remember these three things, and you will be able to move further with success, inshallah. And if there's anything that we can take away from today's episode, it's that no matter how tough life gets, there's always a way forward, right? So thank you so much for joining us, for inspiring us, and for sharing your story and your unwavering spirit. And to all the listeners out there, if this conversation has touched your heart in any way or form, do not forget to share it with someone who needs a dose of inspiration today. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section about what inspired you the most today, and let us know your own stories, and let us know your own biggest takeaways from today's episode. Until we meet again next time, it's been your girl Aisha Muhammad Mazu, aka Isha Melanin, and this is the Let's Talk Motivational Podcast. Hope you stay motivated.
You wanna say something, let's talk. You wanna get something, let's talk. You wanna be someone, let's talk. Let's talk, you can talk. Kai ma dai na ce you can talk. Never give up a rayuwa ka saka hop. Kar ka faɗi get up sannan kar ka shut up. Be optimistic, not pessimistic. Kar ka damu dage aiki, do fantastic. Yes, do fantastic. Be honest person and show moral lessons. Smartness, kindness, show with example. Za ka samu promotion. Kai aiki, no confusion. What you need is motivation. Let's talk and talk with Isha Melanin. I say let's talk. Let's talk and talk on Isha Melanin YouTube podcast. You wanna learn something, let's talk. You wanna get something, let's talk. You wanna say something, let's talk. You wanna be someone, let's talk.